Forzathon. Alright. The t-shirt. Oh, Battle Royale, let's get that done first. Eliminator, gotta get that out. Oh.
Incoming car drops.
I just need to get to 30. Hopefully that's quick. Decent. Oh, somebody's already there. Are you freaking serious?
Arena shrinking.
Really, man?
Turn sharp left. 400 meters. Turn sharp left.
Okay, if I win this, it's gonna be hilarious. But,
Recalculating route. In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left.
he'll be kicking himself because he like was chasing after me for this challenge.
400 meters, turn sharp right.
He's not doing well. Oh, at the end of the day, I guess I got his car. Le Mao. Whoa. Okay, that was really close to being really bad. Our focus. Oh wait, I already got top 23 or top 30, so we're good to go here. Survived long enough. We got here. Is that any better? No. Hey, how about you? That's slightly better. Somebody died to the zone? How? They just want to end the game for themselves? Guess I could see the appeal. If you're only here for the festival playlist requirement. Nope.
I'm on power.
Oh wait, that's why it's like mumbling.
I'm on power, baby.
I was like wondering why was my horn sounded so weird.
I'm on power, baby. I'm on power, baby. Arena shrinking.
In 400 meters, turn left. In 400 meters, turn left. In 400 meters.
Well, his car has a higher top speed than I do. Damn. Not catching him at all. Yeah, it's okay.
In 400 meters, turn left. In 200 meters, turn left.
You got close, right? Oh, I beat him because he missed it. That sucks for him. August is slow though. Only 11 people left, so I'm stuck with this car. I'm like dead meat for whoever has level 10 or whatever. Right now. The guy's just faster than me as well. So this car sucks. Just glad I can be done with this. Hopefully ASAP. The zone's too big right now still.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Well, it's over. Nice. I mean, you're in the level 9. What do you want me to do? No skill in this one, especially in the smaller zones.
Recalculating route.
And it's about in the larger zones where it's like, no matter what I do, you're gonna beat me if you just follow the road, and I have to not follow the road. Eh. Hey Zevo, how's work been this week? Good week? Almost finished the task. Nice, nice. Looks like you're having fun. You learning, enjoying yourself. Good team, good people to working with, or no? That makes or breaks your work experience. Whoa, it's dark at night right now. What the frick? 800 GMC. Ah. Seems nice. That's good. I mean, you're supposed to know the least. You're just coming in from uni, you know? So. As long as his team is good and will help you out and everything, that's all that matters. I have way too many 800 tuned cars here, by the way. What the frick? A-class? I'll just look for GMC. Nice. At least you're learning though, that's good. Not something you want to learn though, right? Because you don't care for web dev. Do this? No, I have to do Hot Wheels Goliath. Also Git stuff. Oh yeah, that's something you'll learn. That's for sure. What's the fastest thing here for this? Give me 1 second. Yeah, Git is something like doing version control and being like the whole process of like getting a code, like pull request or whatnot. Good thing to learn. Wait, what? Oh, there he is. Okay. There we go. Found the tune. Forcing us to use an EV.
Welcome back, Master Chief.
Right. Lotus. Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, this is gonna sound bad, but like I don't know React or anything. Never did that. Hannah. Wait, what? Hannah's in love with all Lotus. Yeah, the whole code review stuff. That's workflow that I remember like learning when I first got my job, like my first job. That was like super weird to me because I never had to do that. But yeah, I actually like did a really bad thing. I like totally didn't know what it was, and like I was at a bad company, right? I think I've mentioned it in passing before, where like nobody taught me anything, and the guy that got assigned to help me like was super condescending. It's like doesn't actually help. Like he just like fool it or something. Like that's like really unhelpful. So then the first project they gave me, they immediately so I was working on like something, and then I essentially just pushed to mainline or whatever it's called. As soon as I was developing, I was like, hey, I'm done, and I pushed it thinking that was what he wanted, and then there was this whole bang of like trying to fix the fact that, and then like I was like, people also merged into main and stuff like that in the meantime. This whole thing, I thought I was gonna get fired. It was like day 3 of when I was working there. I was gonna be fired like the week. Honestly, like I was hoping to get fired, not gonna lie. I wasn't doing it on purpose, but it's just like the office sucked. I was like, I hated the people there. Like the team is fine. Like I ended up loving the coworkers. It's just like the boss sucks, and I was like, I don't want to like, you know, I'm stuck here. Like this is like bottom of the barrel job, and it's like the conditions were bad, and the boss is yelling at everybody else. Okay, it wasn't me, but. But yeah, it was like this whole mess with like Git versioning. Luckily, like it was fixed by a guy, which is why I love my fellow employees. He was really helpful in like fixing the merge issue, converting and everything. Not your fault. Yeah, like nobody was clear on anything. It was really bad. And it was like literally like the guy he pointed me to like implemented the same thing I did, because I was working on Android, right? And he was like, yeah, talk to him. He implemented it for iOS, so he'll be able to help you. Oh my god, that was interesting. Oh my god. Mercedes CLK GTR vibes. I like new cars on Forza Horizon 5. True. Welcome, Forza. You're doing good. I'm glad you're doing good. Happy for you. And then he was just like literally like just look it up and stuff like that. It's like super unhelpful, but yeah. He never taught me the process as well, so I just like my experience with Git was like doing pre-interview projects. They would tell me like, oh, create an account on like Bitbucket or whatever, or share with Pete and stuff like that. And like there's some stuff like that, like screening projects. That was the only main one. I was like just doing some stuff for school. School was pretty whatever, because we just push whenever, right? There's no like code review process or anything, pull requests or whatnot. It's like they told me to download it. Oh yeah, I know how to use Git. I can download. And I didn't know that they always. Well, this company was weird too, because they always want you to be on a branch, which is not the same for every company. The current company I work for doesn't branch. Like you just work on the same branch, unless you really do need something to branch. But like you essentially just work on the same thing, and you just have to like squash all your commits or whatnot, and like commit them separately, and then just get it reviewed before you merge it into main or whatever head. But yeah, so that was weird for that company. I guess it's just one of those things where you just have to know what that company is expecting, and I did not. Anyway, I'm done talking about my own. I got a $35 discount on your CPU and motherboard. Oh, you already bought it. Nice. Nice. What'd you end up getting? $5600. Nice, nice. Yeah, it sucks that in Europe you couldn't get the 5600 XDD. It's a Micro Center exclusive. That would be like the ideal gaming chip at the moment. I thought it was Micro Center exclusive. Micro Center is only in the US, unless I'm mistaken. Don't know how. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's really awkward. I think. Like, if you want to, of course, you like do like shipping redirecting companies. Glad you're doing well, Forza. You got any plans for the weekend? Yeah. I mean, the 5600 is good enough. Like, honestly, like for anything, any gaming tasks. Anything else, like if you just talk about like multitasking, then you're getting into a bit rougher waters. You only have 6 cores, but gaming is whatever. Nobody really uses more than 12 threads these days anyway. Run Payday 3. Wait, Payday 3 is already announced, or? The proper new PC? Ah, same. Like, that's a plan for me next year. Next gen is when I build a proper PC. Replace my stuff instead of just like doing bits and pieces, upgrading my current one. That's the same thing. Yeah, I gotcha. I gotcha. I don't have the specs as a thing. I'll tell you though. Oh, I haven't. September 21st? Wait, what's that date for? I haven't used this mod. You know, I don't expect my mods to really create things like that, but it'll be on me. I just didn't feel like I didn't know how much. Like, you're the first person to like try and find that stuff out anyway. Oh, Payday 3. Ah, that's cool. I got lost in the separate threads. I thought that was potentially like you set a date for yourself when you can start looking to try and build the next PC. Yeah, I'll be probably doing that next year. Thinking about like full water cooling. Still don't know if I'm like if it's hard tubing, then I'll have to pay somebody to do it because I don't want to mess with hard tubing. Soft tubing, I think I could probably do it. But I don't know, it's still up in the air at the moment. Okay, hopefully that car can do it. I could get a dirt GMC, but do that. It's got rally tires, I think. Okay, well, if you want to know my PC right now, I'm running a recently upgraded. I think I've mentioned this on stream as well. Got a really good deal on Facebook Marketplace on a completely brand new CPU. I'm currently running a 5950X, 32 gigs of RAM, 3090. But I love AMD, dude. Like, they made it possible. The new Hammer as well, still on 60 hertz, true. Sell? I'm probably not gonna end up selling. The plan is probably to put it into like an entertainment piece, like just to like keep this PC, maybe like swap out for a smaller case or something. But keep it alive in the sense that it'll probably be like the desktop, like the entertainment PC, like that I have on my connected to my TV or something. Oh, you could buy it from me? That's a possibility. I don't really need that great a GPU. I still have a 1080 Ti sitting around from when I first built it. I don't know about shipping, if you want to cover shipping for that stuff. Though. I'm down. Not really looking to sell anyway. Like, yeah, like it's probably like the plan is like it's gonna probably be an entertainment PC slash home NAS. I want like a decent solution for like centralized storage at home for like backing up my actual PC. Currently, I don't have any backups, which is kind of a bad idea. I know. I don't want to have to build a specific NAS or PC or buy a specific box for that stuff. In that case, a 1080 Ti will do just fine. I can take out, like, a dust off. So like that's why I love AMD so much. It's like I started off with an 1800X in 2015, 2016, and a 1080 Ti. And then of course the GPU doesn't matter. Like you can upgrade GPUs all the time, but like the fact that I can upgrade the CPU, on the same motherboard and stuff, nice. They kept being able to keep the same RAM. Well, that's the RAM doesn't really matter. It's not that. Keep the same RAM, but you know what I mean. Attain who? I think like just it probably like it would mainly serve as a NAS. Not gonna lie. And then like once in a while, if I want to like watch YouTube or the files I dump onto it, because I have like Blu-ray rips of Blu-rays I own, by the way, but that could work, like exit or something. I think there's a better option now, Flex, but I haven't really like. It's probably like the main thing is probably gonna be a NAS. Still a NAS. You have a Blu-ray? I have a lot of SAO Blu-rays. My kids, I'll save it for my kids as well so they can know true culture. I like SAO, yeah. I like trashy stuff, you know? That's why I like High School DxD and stuff. I still haven't watched, like, what is that thing? Eminence in the Shadow or whatever? I think, like, one of my friends, like, really likes it. Or doesn't like it, but he was like, "You like SAO and all that trash stuff, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." It's like, boy, do I have a recommendation for you. And I was like, I just haven't gone around to it. Yeah, you buy 7500 or 7600 now, and AM5 will be supported for a few years at least. Yeah, but I already have a 5950X, bro. I don't need to upgrade my CPU. Like that would be a downgrade if I go from 7500, go from 5950. X to 7500, 7600. Plus, if like PCIe like Gen 5 or whatever gets supported, I'd probably just wait till then. I just recently bought this 5950X like 2 months ago at this point. Off a guy on Facebook Marketplace that was selling it for dirt cheap. I can't believe you've done this. I know. That other one, Sisterhood or something. I watched the. I went on a binge of like. What I did right was I watched. What I did was I went on MAL. And like just filtered on harem. So I've like watched like all of them, or like all of the decent-ish ones. Well, not decent, like all of them kind of suck. But most of them suck. But so I have like Gotobyun, which is decent. Mokuben is also decent. Those are the good ones. The trash ones I don't even remember, honestly, anymore. Some of those. What was it? Asterix War or whatever? Those were kind of wow. Infinite IS. A lot of potential in Infinite IS, not gonna lie, but so like I enjoyed the fanfics more. I like dive into that a bit more. World build, which is really I enjoy that. Same thing with kind of like High School DxD. I enjoy the fandom a bit more than the actual main series. I love what people do with characters in the world. I do the actual anime. The actual anime is pretty funny though, still, but like I don't find it funny anymore currently. I don't know. Issei has lost its charm to me. We're getting clowned on. Who's we? Weaves in general? But yeah, that was a phase. I don't. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't watched that stuff in a hot minute though. I was like, that was like 5 years ago when I went through that binge. Last couple of years I haven't been able to watch a lot of anime because I started living with grandparents. What used to happen when I was like in uni and stuff was like whenever we'd eat, I'd just pull up some anime and eat. Watch while I eat. Now that I was like started living with grandparents like this was 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Like that time's gone now, so then I just never sit down to watch it anymore. Live with grandparents. Yes. Well, grandparents singular now as of January this year, but it was grandparents when I started. One down. That's my bestie girlfriend, no. Yeah, my mom's here now. Like, she used to still be living in Hong Kong. But she's like essentially moved here to take care of grandpa now, which is nice. I still have somebody that cooks meals and like home cooked meals and stuff for me, which is nice. Else we'd be like Uber Eats and everything. I don't know what we would do like in the long term, not gonna lie. If like my mom did decide to move over here. Free house. Eventually, maybe. I think about it. My mom's not like fully settled. I think there's like part of her that still kind of wants to go back to Hong Kong and live there. It really depends on how, as morbid as it sounds, right? It really depends on how long my grandpa is alive for. If he stays alive for like a couple years, then my mom, like, she'll like have to like actually fully adapt over here and like get a phone number and stuff like that and a phone plan and whatnot. Because currently she doesn't even have a phone number. Like she doesn't have a phone here. She's still using she's roaming. I mean, she's not paying for roaming. So she's not answering any calls from Hong Kong anyway, but it's still her main phone. She doesn't have data or anything. Using like this traveler data plan thing that has this like pocket-sized Wi-Fi hub, Wi-Fi router. Gives her Wi-Fi. That's what she's using, or she just hotspots from my grandpa's phone, or previously grandma's phone that has data on it. Grandpa doesn't know how to use it like my grandma does, but I think he kind of sentimental for him now. Plus it's nice because it's an iPhone, so uncles can call him in and stuff like that, FaceTime and stuff, which is nice. There's Uber Eats in Demon World. Probably. Anything is possible. I mean, even like people who've died now have probably brought the idea down there. Like they like bring the latest tech from, like, they've experienced it and like they die and they're like, why isn't this available here? Or whatnot. Or is this people, or is this demons that have like lived on Earth for a little bit and like got used to Uber Eats? And they just have to bring it back. Fortune down there. Control artist. Welcome, welcome. So tired of having solo. I mean, if you wanted to do the festival playlist with me, I'm down. Anybody can join. Title suggests. You're welcome. Yeah, it's fully developed political system. Just because the world is fleshed out doesn't mean it's not a shallow-ish anime. I mean, at the end of the day, it's kind of preference, but it's taste. At this point, I don't find it funny or anything anymore. Oh, about the Rento? Rent a girlfriend? No, I think like the main problem I still kind of have with that, with DxD sometimes, is like how Issei gets out of like tough situations. He has no, like, he's always like, yeah, it's kind of like the shonen trope, right? Where it's like you're almost always the weakest or weak-ish person, and then you're going up against like people that you really shouldn't be going up against, you shouldn't win against, but you find a way. I don't know, I think like that's like, I think that has less to do with High School DxD and more to do with like, I'm just sick of that trope in general. That's why I stopped watching Bleach, Naruto. I still finished those in manga form, but hey, nice. Anime only. I don't know where novels go in the end. Yeah, I think that's something we have to think about as well. Is like novels are not tend to. I think they're just better than the anime usually, especially if they're based it off of the light novels. So like I'm just talking about anime right now, and like I fully agree that SAO is trash-ish anime because they had to cut out a ton of stuff. Like if you watch SAO, especially like, it's just, you lose a lot of context if you're not compared to light novels. So like it's one of those things that I would agree with you. I haven't read, like, that's the difference, right? I haven't read the DxD light novels. At some point I wanted to, but I just never got around to it. But yeah. No, I totally agree with you. I think light novels are definitely better, and I'm sure it goes into more detail, more context, and stuff like that. The same thing with SAO is why I say like I like this SAO story in the world. I am a sucker for a power trip, which is why I'm like, I fully recognize that SAO is not a great anime. better anime out there, but it's just, you know, guilty pleasures and all that. Oh wait, why did I pick this car? I could have picked any other car instead. I just autopiloted. Anyway, control artists, feel free. There is a command if you want to join me, but it is what it is. Feel free. I could just watch. My god, we don't have to do Playground Games this week. Though, last couple of weeks with Playground Games stuff, I've been doing pretty decent. And we've never had to do it twice or lost in general, which is nice. Whoa. That was nice. Yeah. Is that like a justification? Like, did they try to redeem the fact that he's just straight up memory addict in the light novels? I think that's another thing. It's just too extreme for me, that side. It's the same thing with like Ikaros. Yeah, Ikaros. I think it's like Heaven's Fallen Angel or whatever. I don't remember the actual name, and I watched that as well, and that's the same kind of problem I had with the protagonist, where I couldn't really connect. You know, that one is like way less action based. Like the whole like uber ecchi protagonist, I just couldn't really take anymore. Heaven's Lost Property, yeah. It's funny. No, it was funny. But it's like funny at the time. I don't think I'd enjoy it now. I think my tastes have changed over the years. It was a good time when I was watching that. I remember just walking around with the watermelon. It's such a vibe. Finished the manga as well. Fun little story for sure. Got a bit of meta, as most of these get towards the end of the runs. Try and give everything meaning or whatnot. But the trashy anime that I'll be following, or manga, but then that's like, it's got this weird licensing thing, and it's like nobody has access to translation of this, but like this Vermeil and Gold. It was like hyped up like a couple seasons ago, where it's this like super well endowed succubus looking demon anime. The main reason why I got pulled into that was because of VA, actually. It wasn't even like because I like Uchida Maya. And it was interesting to see him not voice Uni character. Night walking ones. Yes, the Night Walker, that's a different one though. That's actually that was like kind of interesting. I'm following the manga. I haven't read it in a while, but the way I read manga is like once I've caught up to the current, I just leave it for a couple months and then like come back in bursts and binge it. I've been following on that. Called the Night. That's a different one though. Vermeil in Gold is the name of the well-endowed one I was talking about. So we can search that up if you want. It's kind of all over anime, like stupid stuff like that, because of the like baity nature of the thumbnails and stuff like that. Episodes of Death Note. Oh, I see. Gotcha. One Piece. I see. Being perverted because I'm one myself. I just like, I don't have a problem with them being perverted or something. It's just a bit too extreme. Like, it gets to that's the problem. Like, yeah, that's only it though. Call of the Night's an interesting story though. It gets kind of weird. I don't like it's Like they have like tropes that are set up that don't make much sense in the manga. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but the actions are extreme, true. I don't think it's the reactions though, even that I have a problem with. It's like, well, at least in the anime, I'm sure like it gets deeper in the light novel. I haven't read it. What's good, Tech Deck Streams? How you make money in this game? You just play it, honestly. Like there's no better advice I could give you. You just play a lot of it, and then you'll earn a lot of like wheel spins, and that's where you get most of your money. Yeah, it's not the reactions I have a problem with. It's like their whole motivation, especially with Issei. Because his whole thing was like, what? Is like, I wanna rank up because I'll get a harem. Like I don't like that. But I think like that kind of goes into the background later on in the anime as well, where he's just like super focused on president, and it's only when people ask him about what his motivations are that will bring it up. So I don't think it's actually like truly his motivation to do that anymore. But once in a while when it comes out, I'm just like, whatever. And then that whole like thing with Opie Dragon, I just didn't understand. Like how anybody can take that serious, but it's funny at the time. I don't know what to tell you. Exactly. That's what I would say. You just like kind of mindlessly do races, finish up the story and whatnot. What you could do is just drift around, because that's how you get like a lot of like rank ups and stuff like that. But I would say like to make more money, you probably want to do the festival playlist. I think that's at the bare minimum. Like you get like a decent amount of cars and stuff like that, and like wheel spins are one of the awards as well, so you should be able to get some money. Oh, wow, I'm way too I'm a wall rider now. That braking line was not early enough at all. No, yeah, I don't like either of them. That's the thing. Like that's the problem I have with both of them. Not gonna lie, I just kind of like blot those out, or whenever I see the like that bit, like I'm tempted to like skip ahead once they get to like when it was talking about that stuff in the anime. I think at some point I did possibly in High School DxD, or like talk about going to film it or something. I was just like, nope. I just kind of like skipped like 5-second, 10-second chunks until like I got to a point where they were like, oh, I'm a big fan or whatnot. Like, I just got a general gist, but I just didn't want to do the song or anything anymore. Or see them like go through the filming process. I just got to the heart of it because like I think there's plot in like when they go anyway. So as long as I caught that, that's all I care about. I was watching that bit. Yeah, that's the recommendation. Like play the festival playlist. Learn quite a bit from just getting the wheel spin rewards and whatnot. And if you want to, then like most of there are sometimes you get like the rewards that are playlist only, like you can only get them through the playlist or rolling. And if you get those cards and you really don't care for them and you really just want cash, you can just auction those off at max price and somebody will buy them usually. So you can earn money that way, which is also just another motivation for finishing the festival playlist. You unlock all the cars. Not gonna lie, it was funny at the time. Like I really enjoyed it, but like I went back to like watch DxD and I couldn't take it anymore. But back when I was first watching it, I watched that. I was like, that was great. It was like, loved it. I even remind myself I have to break after one of those things, but I totally forgot. It's one of those things that I think my humor's kind of changed a little bit. So my tolerance for it has kind of gone away. Not anything to do. People may really like it. Exactly. Yeah, I've gotten less horny as well. I think that's a big thing. So like I relate less maybe nowadays. I still appreciate the female form, but never get less horny. I got you. Respect. You know what you know what you want, or you are. Who you are, and you're confident in it. Got you. Hello, Limar. Having those boosters on dirt is an interesting idea. Okay, what am I doing now? I got done with those. Co-op. That's gonna be annoying, but. Alright, let's do all the single player stuff before anybody even thinks about joining. Nobody's really gonna do it. Classic sports cars. In this direction. How you doing, Limar? What are you saying in Filipino or whatever? Classic sports cars, yes. And 700. Don't have one. Okay. I got a tune. Okay. Oh, I want to either do the Fair Lady or the Skyline here, actually. Let's do this. Get a 240 tune. Happy. I'm gonna play tomorrow more of this. Yeah, I know. I think that's the one I'm getting it. Egal no Hana. It's the one I saw linked on Giannu's. The news. No Hana. Nice. Never use that car brand? Which car brand? You're referring to in that statement? It's gotta be good paints for this, right? Anime. Itasha Nissan. Don't know who that is. Don't know who that is. Don't know who these guys are. Alright, question is more bleak than I thought. It's a cartoon to open it up. Don't know who that is. Princess Connect. Let's go. Alright, cool. Never. Doing good. I'm doing decent. Doing alright. Who's your beloved? LS. Oh, I thought that was is on chat. But at least this is an LS. It's not. This is the RB, right? Wait, no, this is not the RB. Oh, this always stumps me. Oh wait, I can just do this in one fell swoop, right? Right here then. 2J. I remember. There we go. I keep on forgetting 2J because it starts with a letter, unlike the other ones. It starts with a number. Like the other iconic engines like LS, RB. To be fair, I don't know a lot of different engine codes. I've gotten more familiar with BMW engine codes now that I'm possibly block buying one, but
You've arrived at your destination.
whoa, what? 1 mile. Oh, dang it. Try it again. 4G, yes, the 86, yes. Hey, bolts. Not an E90. No, I'm not modifying anything, bolts. That's not in the plans. I'm possibly buying a G80 soon. No. To celebrate me working a full-time job for a year. That comes around in August, so look into that. No, man. I need to slow down before I even hit there. Hey, Techno. Gotta just drive better. It's doable. I was 1 mile off. be interesting if I could somehow get an allocation on the Yar edition. Only problem with the Yar edition is that then I would be stuck with one of their predetermined color choices. I don't get to do my personal paint. Oh my god. I knew it was 105. How can I do that? But you do get like a lot more goodies with the Yar edition for the same-ish price. Needs to be not sliding so much. There we go. Thank God, that took way longer than it should have. Be classy, win on the streets. A prelude. Okay, let me get a prelude. Much more involved playlist. It's like the treasure hunt revolves you racing. I'm sure the super one also requires you racing something, but I don't know. Do I have a prelude tuned already? I don't know. 94, right? Yeah, I don't have one. That's the only prelude, right? I'm not, just in case. Okay. Risque. Tune for this. My dude. Oh, Hugh Grundy is still around. Let's go. he never disappeared. Good on him, bro. Do you have personal experience, Bolts, with the E90? You know, at some point, I thought about buying one of those. Not like currently, but like it was possibly a first car. It would have been such a bad idea. Ended up with a GT86, but it was Scion, so it was FRS. Which is a much better idea since I wouldn't have been bankrupt. And this was in 2015, 2016, and like they were around the same price. We bought a second-hand M3 E90, but these all suck. This is the best thing getting. E90, 335. Ah, I see. Yeah, I was thinking about the E90 M3, and then it's like, I didn't know, because back then I didn't know about like I didn't like care about, you know, maintenance and stuff. But those rod bearings would have gone at some point, like, because that's just an inevitable, and I would have to pay so much and get those replaced and whatnot. I'm glad I didn't get it initially. Miss driving it though. The M54 is just such a troublesome motor. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna like technically. That generation was kind of iffy. Kind of ruined their reputation a little bit. The latest generation of motors seems pretty good, from what I've heard. I think it's like they had like a bit of input from like Toyota and stuff. But they had to partner for Supra. Hopefully there's a bit of trickle over from there, that partnership, and hopefully they trickled over the reliability front a little bit. I haven't heard any crazy story about the B55, so that's the engine code, right? B55. IG20, lasting 4 years so far, so good. Yep. You can never be sure about things like that, about reliability with BMW, but fingers crossed, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm glad. I was trying to possibly convince my parents it would be a good idea to buy a second-hand M3 E90 instead of the FRS I ended up with, but looking back, I'm something like God intervene and be like, no, don't do it. Also, at some point, I thought about doing like the Evo or a Subaru, but then I'm also glad I didn't take those options. Oh wait, I still have it on highly skilled instead of unbeatable, because I set it to that for the drag race. Never put it back. Drag races are just whatever straight lines, so I usually turn just turn the difficulty down, and I don't have to get a drag tune. E90 just to maintain it. It's gonna be worth a lot eventually. It's tough. I feel like I don't know if the E90 is the thing people want to collect. I feel like I don't think the M3 is the one people want to. I think the M5, the V10, could be worth a bunch. Good condition. Yeah, it's good. The main issue would probably be maybe the M5 just doesn't come with a manual, and in the long run that's the one you want. You want a manual, but that's the only thing hurting the M5. And there has been people that are retrofitting manuals to M5s now, that generation. They're just using the M3 trans, which means your final drive is a bit suspect, your gear ratios, but apparently it's a riot. 55? Yeah. It's a beast. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I feel like if people are collecting in that generation, like a BMW, they'd probably look for the M5 more than M3. But I'm sure the M3 is also good. The NA motor. I know that motor was good because it's based off of the M5 one. They just chopped off 2 cylinders. M5 is a screamer, bro. That V10 was so awesome. Maintenance nightmare, but it was good. Maintenance no object, bro. That's the thing with BMW motors in general. Their M motors are always on the iffy side. Reliability wise, you're not there for a good time, not a long time. It's it's just one of those things because they are pushing the engineering to its limit. It's I can't really blame them for having poor reliability because they just are so. I don't know where I'm going. Read this. between two. Not there. Let me check it again. Between two sets. So it's not here. It's gotta be two sets of these things. It's either there or right here. Do I see anything on the edge there? These things between the two, so it's either here I can go back. Like even like the generation before that, or 2 generations before that. Actually, like the straight 6 generation, like NA straight 6 generation was pretty good. I don't remember hearing a ton about reliability issues there. I just might not be super updated. Like the CSL generation. I remember the engine code for that. Am I missing something? Gotta be like here, no? They look great. Yeah. The CSL came from there, which is a legend now. I'm missing something. What the heck is it? Oh, wait. No. Here? Okay, let me look at this again. Where's... It sees the tower somewhere. Where's this tower thing? There's like a tower in the background. Gotta be here, maybe. What? Where else are these? Only like separators here. Not where I'm at. Okay, there's actually like, okay, there's like a little shed. Like, there's a shed somewhere. The stairs at it, so it's at the shed. Oh wait, is it here? Shed. No, it's not. I mean, it is a shed, not this one. I don't want to search this up because I don't know, pride, but I'm struggling. This shed? No, not a shed. Find the shed here. No, that's too far out. Oh, here. Not the shed. I couldn't break it. Thank God. Alright, let's do this super one. I think I have a power build for it, so let's do that one. Yeah, and then like the generation before that, I remember I watched the Revelations episode about that. Like the one that used the cylinder head from McLaren F1. That one having like infinitely variable valve timing and stuff like that back then, bro. Like, no wonder that thing wasn't reliable. Like, I can't blame BMW for doing that. They're literally just pushing the envelope. And that's kind of like the thing with BMW. Like, they always have like really impressive power, like pushing like the limits of engineering and stuff like that. Doesn't like remove them from like their tech and stuff not working sometimes. It doesn't have anything to do with engine, but then the engine also has issues, especially the M1s, because they're so on the limit. I think this generation they finally like they had a generation, they had the F80 generation, right? To figure out twin turbo engines.
Turn sharp left.
Wait, was the F80 any good? Is that a thing? Did you like know about any news about the F80? Like F80 generation is went completely under the radar. I feel. It's probably why they decided then to come back with this stupid grill just to make people notice them now, something like that. Which is a horrible overcorrection. Bring back the old grill, please. Nah, they're not gonna do it. They're committed. And the like iX or whatever, electric SUV, and the i50 or whatever, M50. Also the other also has the stupid buck teeth or whatever. Yeah, but it like kind of didn't. People weren't like super excited about that one. Not like the G80. People were like, the G80 came out and they were like, oh, this drives so well. If only it didn't look like this, you know? That was like the general gist. They're like, BMW figured out how to tame the torque, whatnot. Like, so the rear end is stable, and like F80 was like really tail happy, and people like enthusiasts would like that and stuff like that. It's still a good car. Probably might not have a ton of appeal generally. I think everybody likes the current gen one though. You run another street race. What's the really open street race? Gotta be super open in a power build. This one? Oh yeah. Pig snout, yeah. The buck teeth, pig snout. I think that all of those are accurate. You could argue. If you're looking M3. Let me think about that. I think I agree with you. I think the E90 looks pretty good though. I think the E90 was the last of the, you could still consider it sort of sleeper. Like, it looks pretty close to the regular 3. No, I like the M3, but oh, actually no, the rear lights sucked in the M3. The M4 is probably better. Or not, the E92 probably looks better, the rear end. Yeah, but I like the E90 rear end looks weird to me. Or E90 is the like 4-door, right? Yeah, the saloon. I would have bought that one if I was gonna choose, because I, you know, 4-door. Like, I want that whole like dad car vibe. Like having a sedan that looks like a regular 3 Series and then just smokes everything and has like that like crazy V8 in it. Bro, that idea is so nice. Well, I feel like the styling, I feel like the E92 definitely is ahead. The rear lights, I did really like the rear end on that. I think in that sense, I like that, because it's like, I like the whole sleeper vibe. Whereas like, it's just another 3 Series. So even these days, people see, like, if you're a casual, not an enthusiast, people will like get into like the current G80 and still be like, oh, nice BMW. X3 series is nice. Got enough space in the back and stuff. And then you're just like, dang it. And then you have to make a choice, right? Like you either drive like a maniac, show them that this isn't just a regular BMW, or just take it in the chin and be like, you know what? That's okay. Neither are great options, but it's something you have to deal with. I think that's generally what with BMWs though, and cars. Like, people don't understand the car, like the type of car they're in. Just riding in it, I was like, oh, nice BMW. That's pretty nice. Nice 5 Series. 90 was easily a good looking one. Ooh. Yeah, I think personally, like preference-wise, I might actually choose E90, 92 Gen M3 over even styling-wise, because I just like the understated look. The F80 was when it started to become a bit too shouty. Like you could see like the fender flares or flared fenders really stand out. E35 was D-badge and people would constantly be like, sick M3. Yeah. That's the problem with like sharing styling and everything with... But I like that as an idea. Wait, let me see the E90 and the LCI. Oh, did they change the rear lights? Nah, I don't like the rear lights. Oh, actually no, you're right. Post facelift, the rear lights actually got better. I think. It looked like circles in the back, you know what I mean? Like little blobs, the brake lights. The rear, do you remember? Pre-LCI. They boxed it out and gave it a bit more angles. Yeah. Okay. The blobby one I don't like. Did the M3 ever get the LCI? Remember? Smoked version of Tails. Ooh. Good idea. What's a short drift zone that I can do over and over? I'm not even seeing drift zones. Oh, this one's pretty short. Oh, not really. Do it anyway. And then just pre-LCI and you have to change stuff out manually yourself. Did they fit? It looks completely different shape though. Rear lights. Feels like you'd have to change the boot and stuff or grind or whatnot. I mean the new lights definitely look way better. Rear lights. Makes me like that M3 a bit more. I feel like the E92 still looks really good rear end wise. Like I like the rear lights on that one, even post LCI. I think that whole like, I don't know, it kind of looks like a bird's beak or whatnot, like that sort of style. I really did like. I don't know the best way to describe it. It's not very flattering, taller than a bird's beak, but that was a plug and play. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, the shape being different doesn't mean it's annoying. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I'm liking the E90 generation looks wise compared to the F80 generation. And then you add the fact that that's NA V8, bruh. Like, that's like what I would choose. Like that. Good stuff right there. Okay, and we're done. Alright. I know you'll be joining me today or not? Yo is in Guanajuato. Where's the stadium in here? Like right here? Don't remember. Okay, let's try to remember. Like here? I can't see it from top. You like this? The E92 tails to me, I just can't not think of super lame 318s with the ridiculous body kits. Where is? Okay, I remember. So you come out here. I think it's around this area. Actually. Is it? Right here. Baseball icon thing. Ah. Thank you. Thank you. Need the OG Supra, this one. Thanks, Bolts. Yeah. That's just the thing with BMWs that, or any car really, but like BMW specifically, because there's like so many variations within the same range. Like even like I think it's just general. Like actually, I think it's just European cars in general, right? Like because like the 3 series, like you have like the 3 series, and then you have like Mercedes, like they have the E or like C class, like the whole class all look the same. It's just like depending on the model, you get a different engine and whatnot. Very little minute differences. Well, okay, that's wrong. They've started moving away from that. I think everybody's kind of started to move away from, and then Audi as well, which like you have it at 8 or whatever. They've started to move away from that, where they're like making the higher trims actually look different, like with those different body panel colors and like exterior little elements and stuff. But like back in the day, further back you go, the less differentiation there is between the whole range outside of like engine, you know? And like that's just the thing, right? That's just the nature of getting one of those cars, is that you know that if you get a 3 series, like you remove the badge, you'll look exactly the same as everybody else in that range. I'm playing since like first week of Hot Wheels. Apparently I can still remember a few things. Yeah, dude, I didn't know about that at all. You got me. Perfect. Okay, so what are we doing? Let's do these first. I don't know if I have a barn find though. Let's see. It's just highly skilled. Worst case scenario, I'd go stock. What's kept you away from playing this game again, Bolt? Street race, right? Jimmy time? I don't remember if this is tuned for dirt or no, it's dirt. Wait, is it dirt? I don't know. Kind of dirt. Tires wise. Super hard to launch and done like 300 plus hours, 100% it, burnt out. Gotcha. Yeah, I was playing this game every single day of the week back then as well, so I kind of burned out a little bit. But now, then like GT7, F1 22 at the time came out, and then I devoted some time to that, and then this became a game I only played twice a week, and that's really helped me keep the enjoyment. Because one day of the week I do the festival playlist stuff, and then the other day of the week I do like open racing or eliminators and whatnot, keep it fresh. FM8. I think this is the 8th one, but they're doing that whole rebrand that Microsoft loves to do with Xbox One after 360 or Xbox One Series now. They're no longer talking about, they don't have a number anymore. So Forza Motorsport is like taking inspiration from that, just saying this is just motorsport now. It's kind of annoying, but whatever. In our hearts, it's FM8. Yeah, they're resetting everything. Yeah. But that one I think is like lore based, if I remember correctly. Like they actually like say that, like some weird time travel stuff. I'm not sure because I'm not the one that actually follows that. I think one of my viewers told me about it. Apparently, like it's like set up from the previous game, lore-wise, that like things would get reset. It's just in general, people don't want to keep doing these sequel stuff, and they want to give themselves a fresh start anyway. Yeah, so don't quote me. I'm not. You definitely should do your own fact checking if you want to be interested in this stuff, but yeah, that's what I know. The glorious LS. The motorsport is motorsport, right? There's no like lore. That'd be hilarious. If there's ever lore in a racing game. Closest we got to that was like what, Need for Speed The Run. I mean, actually no. The only one that was cross-game lore was like during the Underground era, right? Because Underground had a bit of the really flimsy story, and then like in Most Wanted, they refer to you being in the underground. So technically you're linked, and then Carbon is like flashback before Most Wanted. There was like the flimsiest, thinnest of lore. There is, no, we can't say there isn't. Hey Dante. Papa Fernando. Plenty of lore. What? Who is this Fernando? I'm not getting it. Welcome Dante, how you doing? Joining me to help out? Possible? Actually started streaming at a decent time today. Oh. I can't believe you remember that. The Vulture onto the Baja 500. He's got, oh, no worries, bro. No worries. I can't believe you actually remember that. What are you? Bruh. I know I know that I'm like decent at like just remembering really stupid details about stuff, or things that people don't memorize or remember ever. But even I didn't remember any of the For Horizon story and stuff. Oh, bolts. Are you interested? Are you one of those guys that goes through a car configurator once in a while and just like specs stuff out? Just for fun, even if you're not buying? I did used to do that. I just go into car configurators. Keep redoing what? Certain times, so many times. Keep redoing one of those. Oh, sad. Probably like the cross-country one, because that was kind of awkward. Like Carla was pretty underpowered, so you get stuck somewhere. I think I remember doing something like that as well. In the Beatles story. I'm feeling like getting depressed. Wait, why? Is it like depressed that you'll never be able to actually like buy those or something? Is that what happened? So already the PC, true. Alright, I won't bother you with that then. I don't wanna depress you. But yeah. At some point I asked my viewers like yeah, so like at some point I was like, because I'm a bit of an indecisive guy, so then I put it out to the stream to help me decide to spec out the GAD, potential GAD I'm getting. Like including like what interior color and stuff like that. What external color. And I opened it up further because you can do BMW individual colors. So I opened it up to that. Like I'm willing to like pay the extra for a bit of BMW individual as well. I don't know like the color combo. So I was just like interested to see what people's suggestions were before. So if you have free time and you just want to do that, feel free, but definitely it's only if you decide you want to contribute. Techno was really big into it, so he's another one of those guys. I think Steez is also one of those guys, another viewer of mine that really just loves to go through those things. What do you mean by crazy? I don't know if any of them are like insane colors or anything, but because they're not as like the BMW individual colors are not like they're not like Porsche where they can like legitimately create a color for you, like paint to sample. It's still like a catalog, right? So surrounded by psychos, what's happening? Those are super flashy. Oh, but they're like, yeah, I guess. I mean, like, there's just some like this is like the whole spectrum. You have, if you want a color, there will be something close to it. There, like in there. With car makers, with the configurator. You not like messing with configurators once in a while? I remember doing that for like a GT 350R at one point, because that was like a crazy fun type looking car thing. I was never gonna buy one, but yeah, so basically I'm just in like, I had a decision between Laguna Green or something, I think it's called Laguna Green, and Austin Green. Sparkling graphite metallic. Is that a grayish looking thing? I really love it. Ah, a more subtle color. I see, I see. At some point I was like looking at Macau blue. I think that's something that was on the table. That was one color that came up. Another color that came up was Boston green. And there was like one that's Laguna green. And then like after you pick from the individual color, what interior color would you pick? That's also another consideration. And then you'd have to actually jump back to the actual car configurator so you know what interior colors are. Texas pink? Is that actually a color? Yeah, for BMW, or just making that up? Wanna go eat? Alright. We have a good meal. If I don't, if I don't stream long enough for you to come back, have a great one, but we continue to have a great time at work and learn a ton. Oh god. Oh wait, I can rewind. It has hints of purples and blues. Ooh. Interesting, interesting. I think there was like an Orco pearl that was like, that's like that as well. Greenish, bluish, light. Macau also has this weird thing where it's like looks mostly black. Like it's really dark. And like you'll get hints of purple and stuff. you the best meal. Dirt is really long. Ready to get over the front of the new M2. Do you think it's worse than the M3 grill? I'm actually interested. I've heard like various opinions. Some people actually like have like feel like the G80 grill has kind of grown on them a little bit. The more I look at it, the more like it doesn't look as bad as I would have, but like it still looks bad. But maybe that's just me like justifying it because I might be getting it. M2 is also on the table. I still haven't fully decided on whether I'm gonna go with M2, M3, but flared out bumper in front of the wheels. Yeah, that's a result of it like just basically being an M3 underneath now. The previous M2 looked good because it was like legit its own car. Then this generation they're like, you know what, the whole powertrain, let's just plop it on. But then we try to keep the interior the same with the with 2 Series, so you have to put these stupid flares on it. Yeah, I get what you're talking about. Yeah, that's another like failure, but that's like for the whole 2 Series. I think the rear end for the 2 Series is this generation is just pretty crappy in general. Wait, can I filter on barn finds or no? In the barn find. Yeah, the 2 Series is like a glorified Mini now, right? It's on the same platform, I think. A crossover type car now. Ugh. One M. Oh yeah, 1M was good. Tasteful. Yeah, that was tiny though, that car. That's true. That car is such a unicorn. I'm glad they like revived that spirit with the M2 though. Previous generation, of course, not this generation. This generation is kind of iffy. The only reason, okay, this is the thing, right? Like the M2 last generation, I don't know, maybe like part of it was the result, as a result of, you know, the M3 being like underwhelming enough that people like M2 is like legitimately better driving. It's a better M car compared to the M3. And it was like lighter on its own platform and stuff like that. It eventually got the M3 engine, but that's like not as big a deal. Like the whole driving experience, like it was just a lighter car, nicer car, more fun to drive and stuff like that. Then this generation, they're like, you know what? Let's just make it at M3. So then it's like porky, it's barely any lighter. Which is why, like, I was hoping it was gonna be lighter, but like once, like, even in the rumor mill, people were already like saying that it's not gonna be light because everybody knew it was gonna be based off the M3. In that sense, now it's making me like, I was like fully prepared to go M2 if it was like the better driving car. Because the plan with like my whole car buying now is that this is probably gonna be the last ICE car I buy, and I'm gonna keep it forever. My next car after that will probably be like, I might have a family or will have to be sensible, and I'll have to buy an EV or something, and then I'll keep this car as like the weekend fun car, you know. and I was fine with like suffering the slightly less practicality in the short term. In the long term, I'll have a better weekend car. If the M2 is just a little bit better. F87 looks good. Yes. One straight up bumpers R&D placeholders. Never heard people mention it like that, but I think I get where you're coming from. The last car just looked really good. I think the M2 definitely was like a highlight, like a high point for design. It looked better than the the previous M2. Looked way better than even the M3 of that same generation, I would say. Just looks so like the lines all work. Like understated, not shouty, but still like aggressive. And all that. It was just really good. Test mode. Yeah, the boxiness is iffy. I do understand. Like, it's one of those things where I think like they just you just couldn't work with such a wide powertrain on such a narrow 2 series body, and they just had to figure out a way. I don't envy their job in that sense, but the M3 is not an excuse. I excuse the M2 in that sense because they just based it off the M3, M4, but that grill on the M3, M4, bro, like, no excuses. In full, like in the camo for when they're testing, got you. Like blocky and chunky and stuff. They forgot to actually smooth out the lines after they designed the car, maybe. They got it out of the camouflage. After they finish their Nürburgring runs, they usually go back and smooth out the lines a little bit. Yeah, so this generation, I was fully prepared to go M2 and I was like potentially save a bunch of money. Then it came out, the reviews are like, yeah, it's more tame, it's still like the same. Like I didn't hear anybody say it's like significantly more fun than the M3 or anything. That comparison. So then that's why I'm like gravitating towards the M3, because it's like in the short term I get more practicality. Well, short term and long term I get more practicality. Cars like essentially drives the same. The only problem with the M3 is that if I'm gonna spec the M3 out, it's probably gonna be like pretty high spec, like ceramic brakes and stuff like that, because it's the last IC car I'm buying, so I'm kind of gotta go full hog in there. Whereas even if I like full spec the M2, it's way cheaper because there's like missing options. Like you can't option ceramic brakes in the M2. And currently there's like, you can't get individual color, if I remember correctly. Interior color is also completely limited. I think they're reserving that for the M3 maybe. Or they just have to wait a model year. There's really no other reason other than they decide that they want to leave ceramic brakes and like customizing colors and stuff to the M3, other than making sure the M3 is still separated from the M2. It's literally like, it feels like, because underneath it's the same thing, right? So then there's nothing stopping them to putting ceramic brakes on, like the same ceramic brakes on this car. I'm not that fallen. I want a manual as well. I forgot to mention that. I know the reputation for BMW manuals is kind of crap, but and this one's not much better. That's quite good. Yeah, the CSL doesn't come with. I mean, it's way more expensive for no real reason. And it doesn't come in a manual, I think. Only X-Drive auto. Plus, I don't care about the extra money there. And as a side note, I think eventually, maybe not in the first couple years, but like eventually, I'll probably be putting a different bumper on it. The GAD, because like I'm looking at Adro has a front bumper replacement, and I think Vorsteiner has a front bumper. I know they already do a front grille replacement. Apparently, they also have a front bumper coming that minimizes the kidney. PSL, really? I don't think so. That is, no, Steptronic, no? You have to manually convert it. Oh. Well, if you're talking about the old CSL, yes, you have to manually convert it because you just put the old M3 manual in it. The new one, I don't think. You can. Yeah, you can only get the manual in the base version because it has the higher output engine. Oh, this one? Oh, bro. Yeah, that front bumper looks way better. Why couldn't they do this from the beginning? But yeah, no, this one is definitely not. Oh, hey, it's gonna be really expensive. It is super expensive. And it's not manual. I'm pretty sure because it has the higher output engine. If it has more than 500, I think that's when they cut off. Yeah, but like actually look up the Vorsteiner front bumper for the GAD. It actually looks kind of like that. Like the proportion of the front bumper of the front grills. Really? 'Cause I thought that they said that. Okay. Oh, there is a manual. You're right. Oh, there is. They're just doing it for this. Yeah, the thing is with their M3. Oh, it is manual. You're right. You're right. I was wrong. I mean, this costs way too much. But... And only 50 are made. I think it's all people are. Everybody's bought it already. Even if I wanted it or I could afford it. Yeah, they just made it so that the front grille doesn't touch the bottom of the bumper. That's all they need to do. That's all they need to do. You know what I mean? That's crazy, yes. Yeah, so it's Adro versus Vorsteiner. BTS Viva from bumper. Let me know if you have thoughts on that. Which one do you like better? Way over the hub is exclusive. Yeah. I mean, it just doesn't make sense, honestly. It's not that much more powerful than the regular one. And the funny thing is, it's the same engine. I doubt they actually made changes to the engine. So it's probably gonna be just like you could probably just get it race chipped and get the same power because that's like fairly normal. It's a straight ECU tune. You get an extra 100 or so horsepower from these engines. Which is a good thing. That means that there's. If you drive it stock, then it'll probably be reliable. If it's capable of making like the 600, 700 horsepower with not much mechanical changes. ADRO. You did see the front bumper, right? Not just the front grille replacement, because I think Vorstein was mainly known for their front grille replacement. I think that was, but Vorsteiner front bumper looks closest to that 3.0 CSL though. ADRO. Apparently there's yeah. The ADRO one is like already available, like you can buy that currently. I think the other one is not released yet. I'm not sure. But it doesn't matter. I'm probably not gonna be changing out bumpers immediately after I buy the car. gonna be a year or two before. Front end facelift, yeah, perfect. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know which one looks better. Not gonna lie. Forza Snyder versus Adro. I just don't have an eye for this kind of stuff. If we want something closer to the 3.0 CSL, I think the Forza Snyder fits the bill better. But I think the Verse Snyder is just like that's uber aggressive though. I don't know if I like that very much. And it like extends the lip a little bit, which may cause clearance issues a little bit. I do like it though. Left half of the grill. Let me see. Oh, that's only if you have like adaptive cruise. It's not a Adro thing. It's like that would exist even on the Warsteiner one. They just don't show it. Like that's the sensor for radar cruise. They just decide to not show it. Kind of scummy. I remember correctly. Yeah, so it literally said, oh sorry, it says will not work with vehicles equipped with active cruise. It's like if you scroll down into the Forza Steiner kit, like it just says that our kit doesn't work with active cruise. Yeah, but I won't have it because I'll be on a manual car. So then you're on the Adro side then. Gotcha. Yeah, that's like the one I was leaning towards too. We have similar-ish tastes. Love it. Alright, let's do co-op. Oh, no worries. Like, I'm not asking you to do stuff like this, but like, yeah, that's good enough for me. Vorsteiner versus Adro. Crossing is thick. Yeah. Are you doing the grill replacement? Grill replacement is pretty thick, yeah. I don't remember the bumper itself. Oh wait, no, you're right. Freaking the one in the middle looks kind of crazy big. No, you're right. Adro is a bit understated, I think. It is kind of like what I like more. They both look shouty though, because they're both trying to be aggressive. But I think both would be improvements on this stock one. I think that's a given. Yeah. Adro, I get that. That's something I've noticed too. You can almost feel like the Vorsteiner one feels like they want to like make it look like the race car. Or a race car. They're trying to do all these slats and stuff for intakes and whatnot. Make it look like the GT car. Which I don't really like. too busy. That's the vibe at least I get. I think Adro's like they even like their full kit, their full wing is like doesn't feel like a race car still. It's still road car, just really aggressive. Oh no. I guess nice. Yeah, I don't think I'll be doing the full kit because I don't necessarily, I'm not on board with the whole like rear wing or the rear diffuser or anything really. I think I might just end up doing the front bumper. I don't know if even if I would do the lip, not gonna lie. I still want it to be like road car-y. I want some more ground clearance, not gonna lie. It's like I have some issues with ground clearance in the front end with my garage. I might end up doing like the side skirts though, just to match it a little bit. But I don't know. This is years into the future. It's like kind of like if I get bored of the car a little bit, then I can spice it up with this stuff. But yeah, that thing's slammed too. Yeah, I can't do a slam one. Yeah, exactly. I'd have to get a paint shop to paint match and stuff like that. I can't go to BMW and say, hey, could you mind painting this for me? Yeah, so I can't like lower the car at all essentially unless I move, which I don't really want to. Customize the car probably. V12 does sound good. Yeah, this guy is literally just... Wow. Okay. Okay, buddy, guys. Learn to drive, please. This guy's just gonna wall ride everywhere, isn't he? Feeling it. Yep. There it is. This isn't even the trial, this is the co-op. This is the whatever tour thing that they decided, like they thought that everybody was gonna be playing. Yeah, so this is a bit more casual, I guess. Bro, really? It's a freaking Horizon Tour. Let me pass, bro. What are you doing? Why? We're literally on the same team. Kind of like Fast and Furious family thing. They were really pushing that. It's like meet people, join the convoy, create a convoy after people you meet on tour. It's like, no, thank you. Well, I made it back to second, I guess. So we know that guy's gonna be a bit rude whenever you try to pass. Should have known though. Even like the first corner where I could have passed, he just like braked super late and just cut in to try and block me. It is what it is. Most toxic co-op experience? True. That's a good descriptor. Yeah, so it's probably like, so it's hard because like the Vorsteiner pictures, they slammed the car. So it might be looking a bit different, but like at least I can kind of, I guess like there are YouTube places on YouTube where they've already, some people have installed this already, so like I've been working off of that a little bit sometimes. I think but I think Vorsteiner one also does this same stupid trick. Where they just have a slammed car to look at. At stock ride height, it looks okay still. Although I'm a bit concerned with what you said. With that like stupid radar thing. Radar guided cruise. Oh, and also because it's a bigger thing now because it's not just active cruise. I think it's like got more sensors and stuff like that now to like do semi-autonomous like lane keep assist and stuff like that. Which is why that sensor's so massive now. Where it's like you can kind of hands-free drive. I think they have that. Not probably sure.
Recalculating route. In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right.
Anyway, that's further in the future. We're about that later. Maybe at that point more people will be coming out with front bumpers.
400 meters, turn left.
Damn it. You make me move. Oh wait, no, there's a remix. Oh god.
You have arrived at your destination.
I just debate them into missing the CP. I'm not, unfortunately, I've never been good at ramming people and stuff like that in any game. In GT7 and whatnot, like even as Revenge and stuff. Dante's really good at it. I just can't do it. I'm just too nice, maybe. I can never figure it out. Abandoning it around and then backing out. Hopefully, there's a way to not have the stupid wart on the Adro bumper. No, I don't think so, unfortunately. I think it's always gonna be there. Damn. Hopefully by the time I want the front bumper, they'll give me a fine. Like there'll be an option or something. I don't know. At this point, this is way too far in the future. At this point, thinking about this. Not gonna lie, I'll stop looking at that. Let me decide on the actual spec of my car itself first. Let me nail that down. Am I even gonna get an M3? Or am I gonna get an M2? I want ceramic bricks that bad. An individual color that bad. But what are your thoughts on the carbon bucket seats? Do you like them or no? You see rivals? What rivals? It'll be hard to just bait them to miss checkpoint here because it's a city course. This guy's slow enough that not really much of a concern. That's what I thought his pace was. He's in a half decent car too in the Viper. I don't even remember whose tune this is now. You know, it might be a Ugrundy. It has actually stock suspension, I think. But the real steering still works. Oh, I think there's no penalty. I don't know what I just brain farted that corner. Oh, you're talking about you talking about that Goliath rivals you did? Despite your friend? A Horizon Tour. Almost done. One more race. Wow, time flies. It's already been 2 hours of streaming. Dude, this is what I love about streaming, man. And why I do it. This guy, like, it makes time fly. You know, I would be playing this game like this regardless, but now because I get to talk to Bolts this time, and then like back in the day, like just talking to like Techno and whoever is here. This makes time fly. So awesome. Time does fly when you're having a good time.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Yeah, if you talk about that Goliath rivals, no, I haven't looked at it. I think the game's learned that I don't really care about rivals anymore. What's happening? Hey, welcome back, Zevo. What do you have for lunch or whatever? Is it lunch for you right now?
You have arrived at your destination.
Breakfast. What do you have for breakfast? Yeah, it's some bakery, some bread. Nice, 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 nice. Oh.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Deep in the dark, down on my knees, I've seen things that you wouldn't believe. I was lost until I found that I'm invincible. Nobody gon' bring me down. Here we go.
Oh, that guy's done. Not racing anymore. Wow. You realize he wasn't the fastest guy in the lobby and he stopped. Now he's AFK. Oh. Interesting. It's even open. What is this? Okay. Interesting. Is the ego on these people? No, it's not even ego. It's like it's how fragile their mindset is, I think. Oh, he just quit. Okay, he's AFK'd. Wait, what? I think he just AFK'd into quitting and just got DC'd. AFK. Wow. Wow. Imagine being prestige 8 in levels. Ramming people in a Horizon co-op tour, the Horizon tour. Checkpointing other people in Horizon tour, and then losing straight up the second race, and then just quitting. Sledge. I can't see that emo. Give me 1 second. Letters are too tiny. Was it fast traveling? Level salt is alarming. You should check his sodium levels. Nice. Let's go. Traveling other players. Interesting, interesting. Do, 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 do. Oh. We did it. You even finished too. Don't you have to finish the tour to like complete it for festival playlist? So that like he got salty enough, and now he has to redo it. And but if I imagine that if he tries it again, and if he's not top dogging, he'll have to repeat it again. What? Alright, let's get the Toyota. Uh, 86 tuned. Another one. Is this one? Ard has a tune. What's the troll tune? I want to see that. Like Carver. Roll. The power build? Let me see. Oh yeah. Let's do it. This is a hard car to drive. Baggies, yeah. You don't judge people for lack of brain cells. You only laugh at them. Still gets credits, but he doesn't. Does he? I thought you have to finish in order to get the Forza playlist to work. I thought you have to complete, not just do a race. But I might be wrong. Got the Aqua, I have one of those. Takao. Chloe. Oh, her hype's kind of died down now. Here, Flamingo. There's MF Ghost. Fujiwara. Oh, I don't have one of those. Maybe do that. I have that 02 somewhere already. Rip Uruha Lucia. Yeah, let's do the. Yeah. Does he have one for this? I can search that. Ami Azes. I want to see this one. Looks pretty dope. The other one looked kind of bland, so I picked this one. Ooh. Kind of nice. A lot of detail. Love it. Okay, cool. It's done. Oh, the 2J in it. 2J power build draggies. Oh no, this isn't draggies, this is drifts, right? The drift tires? Really thin, look at the look at the freaking tire. Trails of the tire leaves, it's so thin. This is troll.
Bank those skills!
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Wait, it doesn't even go above 6. Eh? This is troll by Carver. It's a power build that doesn't go above 6 gear. I guess you barely go above 6 ever anyway. Most tracks, but you have to turn. Okay, we're all doing decent enough. Win without me needing to slow down the first guy, so. Yeah, this is insane, the lack of grip, but it's kind of fun. Definitely a troll build of the century here. Well, not of the century, there's probably a crazier troll build, but right now, this is it. we go. Hang off for the night. Have fun. All right, thanks for joining the stream today. It was really fun talking to you. Maybe I'll see you around next time, brother. Have a good night. Hope you have a great night of sleep and all that. Or whatever you're gonna do for the rest of the night. Who knows? I don't presume to know. The party. No worries, no worries. We appreciate it. As always. My bad. Oh god. I'm stuck, bro. That sucks. Whoever started that. Bad times for me. I stalled too. So hard to pass here. No real long straight for me to stretch my legs here. It's tough, but okay. Wow. Okay. Really, man? That was personal now. Wow, he just stopped right at the spot where I need to go. Racing line. Most suspension height bar? I don't know about that one. Don't know what that would be. Man, come on. Drive better. Why gotta be round? Nice. I'm just glad in the first race he never got close enough. That first area really screwed me over. Where like the cars just got piled up and there's like no ghosting because this is co-op essentially. Kind of annoying. I wasn't in the fastest car though, but it was fun. Ooh, that hurts. Alright. Is there anything else I'm missing? That's it, right? Alright. So with that said, I think I might call it a night here today. Because nobody's gonna be playing now, and might be nice to just call it an early night tonight. But yeah. Let's just do that. Oh, no, that's the wrong thing. Nice. Perfect. Alright, so with that said, thanks everybody for watching. And talking and all that, and being involved today. It was really fun. Really like decent and great stream today. Really did enjoy myself. You guys did too. But yeah, so I'll be back tomorrow. Probably some open racing, maybe a bit of eliminator. We'll see how that goes and who maybe anybody wants to play. Then we'll probably be doing the regular stuff. Otherwise, might be doing a bit of eliminator, because that's always fun solo. But yeah, with that said, hope you guys have a great rest of the day, night, morning, afternoon, wherever you guys are from. Just have a great day in general. And I'll see you guys in the next stream. Take care, stay safe, all the good stuff. Bye, Dante. Bye, everybody. And see you guys in the next one. Bye.